I don't have I have an iPhone, which I think is the most amazing thing. I get so, I had disdain for it because everybody had it, and I was, I'm just sticking with my little flip, and I got this thing, and it is amazing all the things it can do. And I think I grew up with a phone. I have this thing, call waiting on this. I remember call waiting now. I have to call waiting because I hear people on the phone. I put the one person on hold, tell the other person I can't talk to them right now. That cost me $10 a month. Such an improvement over the busy signal that did it for free. I can see there are people here who go with me. I mean, I am so impatient. If I die, right, and it doesn't ring right away, I'm like, what's going on with this thing? What is going on with this thing? I used to have a phone that was like this. Right? And if you messed up one number, you had to start again. Oh, I did a 6 instead of a 5. Right? I mean, you know, if people called and you weren't there, you didn't know they called and didn't care you missed their call. What an amazing thing. You know, you came home, there were no remember that was the first bit of technology addiction, was that answering machine that came in. I remember that came in the 70s, and you'd be out, and you'd go on, because you couldn't get them from a remote, you just went running home, and you'd run in and go, 10 people like me, 10 people. When you come home, one person, well, nobody likes me, Then your self-esteem became tied to outside things, which is now when you see the ultimate, you know, when you see the kids out there. Now, I've seen 3 kids sitting on the curb. I saw 3, like they're about 15, 16-year-old girls sitting on the curb. All of them texting simultaneously. Yeah. They're hanging out, but they're not really hanging out. You know? They just have to be next to each other as they're texting. So it's kind of like, it's a thing where you're like, you're becoming godlike with technology. I can be at 2 places at the same time. I'm here, but I'm over there. I'm not really here. I'm with you, but I'm not with you. I'm everywhere. I am God. The cell phone thing in the cars, they're like drunk drivers. You can tell when somebody's on. You know, you can tell when somebody ahead of you is on a cell phone. First of all, you see their head down, right? You can see their head down when they're driving. Right in the middle of the cell phone thing. This is the most brilliant bit. Please take it. It's comedy. I don't know if you know when you walk in, if you thought it was just a coffee shop. You know we're doing comedy here tonight? Okay, because you thought I might be preaching. It's a storefront preacher, which I grew up with, storefront preachers. But if you don't know that, if you're Jewish, you don't know that. The Christian preachers, they'll just go anywhere, man. They're like hermit crabs, man. They don't care. What's that? The storefront, nobody's there. Pop it. All right, here we go. Open for business. Open for business. You know, it's like no problem, man. I don't know where it was. I'm talking about old cell phone. So when you drive behind somebody, you can see that they're like, because what happens is they're lagging behind. They get extra space in the person in front of them, right? Because they're on the cell phone or they're texting. They're slowing, and you see them doing that little weed run. It's just like drunk driving. And the fine is not enough. What is the fine for cell phone driving now? It used to be
300.
What? It's up to 300 now?
Yes.
Okay, so that's still not doing a deterrent. Really, somebody's got to start shooting. That's what I'm talking about. Because that's it. There's enough wackos out there. There must be one, there's people shooting people randomly all the time. There must be some sort of psychopath with a sense of civic duty. Right? He just starts popping cell phone drivers. And the police will pick up the pattern soon enough, right? Because look, what we've noticed is that all these people being shot are on their cell phone. People will stop, you know what I mean? That will stop it immediately. Now, I'm just putting the idea out there. I've got a lot of projects I'm committed to right now. But I'm suggesting if anybody out there has, somebody's got to stop it. Because the whole thing, and a friend of mine said, why don't you follow me on Twitter? Follow me on Twitter? I'm not even that interested in my own life. I don't care what I had for breakfast, let alone what you had for breakfast. I mean, how trivialized is life now? I mean, again, I'll go back to biblical times. You imagine if they had Twitter in biblical times? Hey, over here with Noah, building ark, lots of laughs, LMFAO, or whatever you know. What is it? Laugh my ass off. He's got animals everywhere. There's something there. I know there's a joke there. I'll assemble it later, but I put it out there. A lot of times, if you haven't been around comedians, that's what it is. It's like, Bevan knows what I'm talking about. You got somebody, you go, Dick's got to laugh. You go, I know I didn't snap it, but there's enough parts there. I can go back to the shop later and put it up on the lift. What do we got now? Move the Twitter up a little bit, and then I got to get that LLMAFO. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what the things are. But people text me and they put that stuff like it just looks like TCIB to me. I don't know. It looks it might as well put AT&T at the end of it. I have no idea. We're like TGY or talk to you later or something. I'm like, yeah, okay. I text, but I still text like every word out. That's how far out I am. That's how old I am. Like, I'll put the contraction there. W-E, okay, apostrophe. And Y-O-U-R. And everybody else like, you are. So we're getting down to where we'll be communicating like wolf packs. We'll be just grunts and barks and yell. We don't really need a lot anymore. We don't need a lot. And I'm also, like I said, I'm the age. I notice that things, as I get older, there's the drugs you take. Like I used to take drugs for recreational use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? LSD and all the things I took to have fun. Now it's just maintenance drugs.
Yeah.
It's just drugs. People always go, hey, I got a colon cleanse for you. That's the stuff that I get. You know where you're on age by what you're getting in your spam folder. You know what I mean? I get a lot of penis enlargement things. Somebody's talking out there. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's talking. I get, but when they give me a friend of mine says, Rich, because I noticed he lost a lot of weight and he was really cut, and he's 50 years old, and I'm 57. It's so funny, as you get older, what becomes your age gets a wider and wider gap, you know what I mean? It's like anything, like when you're younger, it's like, you say to somebody, how old are you, 14? Well, she's 14, she's 14 and a half. Not the same. But when you get older, I'm 50, she's 60, never around the same age. We're in that big ball. It's that big ball. Big age ball as we get older. We're around the same age. So he says, I'm taking testosterone. It's great to take testosterone. You should take testosterone. You should take it. I thought that's really